Hello. Today I'm going to show off some of the flowers and plants around my pond. This might be a little bit longer than a minute, so that's why I decided to do it as a video instead of a short. So this is a statue we found somewhere. It's gotten broken over the years, as you can see, missing a hand. But that's porcelain surrounded by 4 clocks. There's one of our ponds. This here's a bird feeder. It is in 3 pieces: the top, the middle section, and then the base. That is a cement piece that was found. These are some elephant ears that have been planted. There's some more down here. This is actually 2 double knockout rose bushes that we planted for 2 kittens. One had a bad accident inside the house and ended up dying, and one got hit by a car and died. And so we've planted these in memoriam of them. This here is actually something we found. It's not real. It's pretty, no doubt, but it's a metal thing that we've just put in here, so it's not a real flower. These here are actually vines growing up we don't want. I'm not exactly sure what this is, but it sure is pretty the way it just cascades down and out into the yard here. That's one of our filter boxes there. Here's another little pond and a waterfall here. This is actually pickerel weed. We tried to sell some last year. It's actually a really pretty flower. It's called a weed because it really does grow. This was actually about one. Just like one little leaf and one thing, one little flower. And that's all we had, and I tell you, that stuff loves to grow. This here is where one of our cats have been buried. We've actually got a rose bush to put there for her. I forget what this is, but we have a lot of this too. Oh, I forgot to show you the lamb's ear. Let me go back over this way. This here is lamb's ear. It's called lamb's ear because it feels all nice and soft and fluffy, and it truly is a really soft leaf. And it grows up to be nice and pretty too. And now we'll head back over this way. And here we are back on the opposite side of the pond, the 4 clocks, the little statue there, the bird feeder. So we're going to walk a little across our little path and look right here. All this is chocolate mint. If you've ever had those little Girl Scout chocolate mint cookies or the Andes mints from Olive Garden or from the store, just whatever, this is the plant it comes from. That's a chocolate mint plant. This here actually looks like it might be the start of one of the Kelvin floodlights that we had here a while back. I can't really tell at this point, but they get about as big as your face. Like, not a joke. Now this chocolate mint, I planted about this much. Just one sprig. And you see it here? It is pretty much taken over half the pond area. It has gone from here all the way around to way over there. I've actually pulled some up and have found some in the path crossing over to the other side there, which is good. It smells good whenever I mow it or whatever. And like I said, this is a weed. All these pots are chocolate mint. This here's a fern I pulled up from the back. This is out in the woods behind my house, so I dug it up and thought we could see what we could do here. Here are some lilies. These are only about a foot tall. They've already bloomed and everything, and it looks like they might actually bloom again. There's 3 different colors here. There's some over here by our fish statue, which is made of cement. But these are about a foot tall. And then these lilies here, sorry the mess of the house, we're in the process of cleaning it, being summer, kids are out, we're trying to get it all fixed up now that we got the time and could do stuff. But here's our lilies here. These are about, well, I'd probably say this one here is about 6 foot tall. But these here are some of our taller lilies here, and they are all surrounded by surrounding our butterfly bush. As you can see here is little purple flowers. It's raining out, that's why you hear this noise. I got a big old umbrella above me here, just a little, like a beach umbrella. But here's some of the flowers from the butterfly bush. Can't really focus on it that good. But that's what these the longer purple ones are. And here's some rosemary. And it's got a different type of leaf. So this is a different type of rosemary than this rosemary right over here by my food dog. And I don't mind the smell of rosemary or even the taste every once in a while. I'm just not a really big fan of it. I like the smell, but it does remind me of pine trees. But as you can see here, this rosemary is actually grown up all up in here and everything. And that rosemary's all laid down. We had tomatoes here at one point in this pot. That's why there's a tomato stake. Then here's some gladiolas. This here's a red one, as you can see. And then this here, it kind of looks a little more orangey, or maybe a lighter red, if that makes sense. And then back around to the gladiolas again, about 6 foot tall. And this is my food dog. He's made of cement. He weighs about 125 pounds. I know, I weighed him. No joke. He's about 1.5 foot tall and about 1.5 foot wide. And I say that because I've measured. He's actually a plant holder. Got a spot back here for you to put a plant. But that's the food dog. And this is my garden area. It may seem like a lot, but it's actually in a really small area. All right, y'all have a good day and enjoy my pond in the rain.